come on, out of an intro, but I have a super fun little build up my sleeve, and I'm so excited about it. But before we talk about that, it'll be just a minute. I have a question to ask, because I know that a lot of people kind of like skip through the videos a bit, and you can go on your merry way skipping, but please listen to the question first, and then you can skip on. So, I asked this in the last video, but obviously that was kind of in the middle of the video, so I said that I was going to say it again. Maybe a place where more people would hear it, so here is that place. So as you may or may have noticed or read in the community tab, I kind of took a break. Like, I had to, I didn't want to, but yeah, I don't know. So my life's been a bit chaotic, and I just didn't have the time to do much here. And whenever that happens, especially when I'm not like in a super good place, like mood-wise during it, I do this thing where I really like winding down, looking at inspiration, and usually I come up with new ideas when I'm not in a good place, which it's kind of weird, and it's a whole conversation about creative processes. Anyway, that's not what I wanted to get into. I'm sorry, I'm really trying to be precise here. So anyway, the thing is, I always come up with new zoo ideas, like a new park, not really new thing, and it's kind of this thing of like, you can't really plan for something when you don't have it in front of you, when it's already like a started project, and so, but I still want to think about it because I miss playing the game, and so I'm thinking about the game and what I could be doing, and I always come up with new park ideas, or ideas for parks that maybe the idea was there, but I didn't get into a planning mood, you know. And it's also like, if you have a lot to do, and a lot of times I only have my iPad with me, I can just like sit on a train and draw out something, which I like to use my time like that, and it's nice for winding down, but it ends up giving me more ideas for different parks, and I totally lost my place there, but it gives me new ideas for new parks, and on the other hand, I feel like it's hard for me to get back into building on something that I have already established something in, like this park, for example. I already have parts of it, so it was harder to get back into this versus something that I can start from the ground up. And so far, I've always felt good about going back to the already started parks eventually, but for just like the first few hours of building, I like something fresh. And not to say that I want to start 1,000,000,000 parks whenever I don't feel good, but anyway, I feel like, is it annoying if there's a lot of parks being started and you have to wait longer and longer and longer for the things that you're following, or is it more like, oh, you know, I like to just see people build and I think everything's inspiring? And I don't know, I would respect both, and don't feel the need to say, no, start 1,000,000 parks just because I said that it makes me feel better, because I can do that in my own time, but, you know, yeah. Well, I guess playing this game is always my own time. I think I don't know. It's complicated. By the way, just to mention it, because I'm seeing it right now, for some reason in this clip, the bottom of the footage cut off. I think it has something to do with like my monitor settings, because I think I recorded this on a different monitor and didn't realize that it cut something off in the recording. It's a whole thing, but that's why that is. But I figured, you know, you can see everything. It's just the UI that's missing, and so I thought that was fine, probably. But yeah, okay, I guess that is the question. I will probably ask it again in another video, just so that as many people can hear it as possible. But yeah, if you have any thoughts on that would be cool. So now we can actually talk about this building, which I said was so much fun. I think it was the thing that I went back building on first after my break, because it was something that I was thinking about so much while I was gone. And it's a bubble tea shop. Obviously, we don't have bubble tea in the game, which I would really love. But so I think it's a slushy stand kind of thing. And I also took good care of this person's uniform and make it pink so that it fits the shop. It's very like it's like purple and pink and stuff, and I love it. I know it's a bit much, but I love it. And now that I'm seeing it, I also really like the white counters, but I changed that drastically later on. But yeah, the white counters look good too. Maybe I'm gonna see if the final result still looks cool with white counters, and then I'll change them back maybe. But yeah, it's a colorful pinkish, purplish kind of bubble tea shop. And what I'm really proud of, and that's probably what you saw in the beginning while I was talking about my question, is I like these like fake big bubble tea cups, and obviously the bubbles are going out because I named this shop GRAVI-TEA, like tea, like bubble tea, and the bubbles are just like flowing out of the cup because gravity, like no gravity. And yeah, I don't know, I came up with that and I thought it was genius, and I really was excited to finally actually build it because I had this image of the flowing bubble tea bubbles in my head for forever. And I do think the bubbles that I'm using, they are, I think they're lights, and I haven't checked how this is gonna look at night. There's a good chance that these things are bright pink, but we'll have to live with it because it looks really cool in the daytime. And I think, most people don't really pay attention to the night stuff when they're touring something, but I still, for this part, kind of take care of the lights. All of it looks really cool at night. There's some light glitches because I work with the lights a lot, and there's a lot of like colored glass, which is always a bit glitchy in the game, if you notice that. For example, if you have like two colored glass panels behind each other, sometimes they become see-through instead of color. It's a whole thing, but I don't mean it's not that bad, but I noticed that. Yeah, something I really want in this game is more round things in different radiuses. Is that the plural of radius? I don't know, but it's kind of missing. Like I'm finding myself struggling with round shapes lately, yeah, I don't know. So we make these little like bar chairs, which I think they really look like bar chairs, but I'm always with these like detail things. I'm always a bit like insecure because some people do really cool, really realistic things. Like I'm always building something, I'm like, oh, I did well on these like detail things, and then I see someone built like a copy printer that looks like it's like working like a photograph, and I don't know, then I feel insecure. But I think, it's at least it's noticeable that these are supposed to be like bar chairs. And they're kind of like color mismatch, which is something I personally really love. I'm a very colorful person, and I really like just like bright color stuff, everything. And it's so funny. Oh my god, I just had an idea for a video, but it's so funny. I had such an emo phase a few years ago, so when I bought all my furniture, it was very much not colorful, and now I'm so the opposite. So that's really strugglesome, and I don't even know if that's the word, but that came to my mind. Anyway, yeah, so it was also fun to do these little like somewhat detailed interior things, which are not really my thing. Like it's not, I wouldn't say that detailed interiors really like the backbone of this channel, but it was fun to do for a bit. I keep finding myself having a lot of fun with these like food stall things. Still one of my favorite updates for some reason. Or not for some reason. Like it's so much more versatile than these like blocky food stall things, but still I want bubble tea. I want like churros and sushi and like all of these cool things that you buy in stuff like parks and like, when you have a fun day, you don't eat normal food, I feel. I don't know. But, okay, so the sink does not make any sense, but that's okay. Because the what's it called? Like the thing where the water comes out is, it's like twisted. It's like wrong way around, but it looked nice that way. So, yeah, we're kind of decorating this, and, yeah, we're just, we need more small thingies for this. Like it was a pain decorating this, but also I feel like it's a zoo game. It's okay that we don't have that. But yeah, I don't know. And I'm always there for more small pieces. It's one of my one wishes. My number one wish, and I said that in the last video, is not decal fish. That would be kind of weird. like decorational fish is one of my number one requests. I would really like that because it would give us the opportunity to use them as food and build like storages, or even in the exhibits we could use it, or we can make implied aquariums, because I don't think, unfortunately, that we're gonna get real aquariums. I'm hoping for it. I would really love it. I'll be kind of mad if we got a separate aquarium pack, like aquarium game. I think that'll be really disappointing because I really want aquariums in my zoos, but that's a totally different point. But yeah, so we're making some flower beds here. I could have left this out, but you know, I think that the not the next video, but the video after the next video will just be, you know, fixing up smaller areas, and it will have a lot of this same flower bed kind of thing, so that is already going to be there. And you know, my argument doesn't make sense, because like, if we are already gonna see this like sweet, why did I keep it in this? But you know, I did, so deal with it. Anyway, yeah, I'm really happy with this. I thought it was really fun. I had a lot of fun building it. It was a perfect thing to build for coming back. And next video will be pretty long, I think, maybe. And I will talk more about why I was gone. I kind of skipped that for this video because it was not that long. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and it's time for the real-time part in a few seconds. Until then, listen to some music. See you then. Okay, in between the voiceover and starting this, I got the worst case of having a song stuck in my head. I have Jingle Bells stuck in my head, and it's August, and I did not hear Jingle Bells anywhere. I don't know where that came from now. But anyway, hi. So this is the front of our little bubble tea shop. It's right next to the butterfly dome. One thing that kind of bothers me is that you have this like direct view of the themed areas. I thought I wanted it like that. Now that I'm seeing it from the visitor's perspective, it's kind of confusing. Kind of want to put something into this fountain then to just like kind of shield the view, I guess. But that's not what this is about. So yeah, let's actually just go in, or rather, let's admire this part here. I love it. I have to say, I really just like my idea. So it obviously, I haven't mentioned it, but obviously this is the space themed area of the park, so that is why it's the GRAVI-TEA. The whole like pun thing is a space themed bubble tea shop. And yeah, so you know, I always do this with these like sign things. They're always floating. I'm planning to at some point just go for all of my zoos and give this structure like something to hold it up, but for now it's magic. Okay, so let's go in. I reused, by the way, the same entrance and the same like a little dome that we already have here for this, and let's get in here. Oh, and there's a security guard hoping to get a good bubble tea. And look at this, it's so cute. I kind of want to put another table here for more people to sit, but at the same time, like, you would just look at a wall. So I don't know if I will. I'm also considering, we can look at it together actually. My thing was like, do I want to put in, God, it looks so cool. It looks really cool. I'm really happy with it. Okay. Oh, not like this. I'm super happy with it. I was kind of considering putting the stars things, the same things that we have in the butterfly dome, also in here. Which I'll test, but oh god, it looks so cool. Through this filter, I want to say, almost, of the door, like this is a blue tinted door, it looks even cooler. Really cool, love it. Okay, let's actually turn the light back on and just see what it looks like. So on this, obviously there will be a menu, and I kind of like that it's sort of busy here in the back. We're on the roof. Oh, it looks really cool through the roof. Anyway, okay, I think we're gonna have to get out of this. So no. But yeah, I quite like it. It's a small little build, but I think it's a really fun thematic thing. to have. We have a little bit of a bench in the back here, and just some, some stuff going on. And yeah, this is what I'm talking about. There's still like a lot of like smaller areas to fix up, and I think that will just be like one video altogether, or maybe just a. No, I want to make a video out of it. Maybe I was like maybe just a tour, and then also we have the big restaurant up here that we haven't touched yet. And yeah, shame on me. I still haven't finished the interior of this one because if you don't know, the file got deleted, or rather I overwrote the file, so I had to rebuild all of this, and it's still not done yet. But the things that I started redoing in there, they look, I think, better than the original version, so I'm not too mad about it. But yeah, this is really coming along, and I'm really excited. I want to do a tour when the space theme part is done, and then we're gonna go into those areas. I'm still not sure if I want to do area by area or kind of like build out from here. I think building out from here is probably easier and like easier to structure. And there's already, if you haven't seen it yet, there's already playlists for every individual area, so that because I kind of prepared myself for this, that at some point there will be like the videos about the areas will just like mixed in together. Like we have a pirate episode here, and then 2 times we're gonna work on Hollywood, and then another time we're gonna have like Egypt. Like these are the themes if you haven't seen the other videos. But when we jump from area to area, I want to have a way to still have it sorted in case you're just like, oh, I just want to see the pirates, So that those playlists already exist on the channel. I think you can see them when you go on the channel page. But yeah, that was a total side note. And the souvenir shop, it's not gonna get love until we either get a pack that gives us more stuff to put in a souvenir shop, or till the very end of development of Planet Zoo, because I'm still holding hope for plushies, for t-shirts, for mugs, and I'm not gonna sit here and create a souvenir shop and then get better pieces for souvenir shops. So that's why the souvenir shop is going to remain empty until either the end of development of Planet Zoo, the end of me working on this project, or until we get a pack with those 3 things at least. But yeah. God, I love this area. I think it's so cool. But yeah, anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope that you're excited to be back here. I know this isn't really like everyone's favorite park. I'm aware of that, but honestly, it might be the one that I kind of have the most fun with at the moment. And that I have so many ideas that I'm excited about. And yeah, we will get to the animals eventually. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you around another time. Bye!